If you know what you have already, abilities and resources, ang tanong, anong gagawin natin ngayon sa meron tayo? You know, in 2006, there was a group of ladies who joined our business training. They came from a micro-lending company. So, since micro-lending, you know, it's not really a big business. They come to help people, help uplift the poor. So, those who came were not also, alam mo, affluent or mayaman. They were ordinary people. And in that business training, I was telling them that no one is poor. And kasi I learned that God has given all of us resources that we can use to someday prosper. When I was explaining this, there was this particular lady. She was 21 years old then, so she must be 30 plus today. This lady insisted that they were poor. So I asked her, what do you mean? Taga saan ka ba, iha? Sabi niya, galing taga Agusan del Norte ang pamilya niya. However, she was living and working in Cagayan de Oro. Sabi niya sa akin, yung bahay nila is 10 to 12 hours from Cagayan de Oro during the time. Sabi ko, layo mo naman. So I asked her, why are you here? Why are you working for a micro-lending company in Cagayan? Ang sagot niya, simple lang. Sabi niya, kasi ho, mahirap lang kami. I need to work in Cagayan so that I can send my parents enough money so that they can survive. However, since I really believe nga no one is poor, I asked them to go through a workshop that I designed. In that workshop, I tell people, list down everything you have. If you are single, everything your parent owns is yours. If you are married, everything your spouse owns is yours. Sabi ko sa kanila, lista nyo, especially the things that you are not using. Alam nyo, andyan, pero hindi mo ginagamit. So I gave them a few minutes to do that. And after they finish, I asked them to read. Many of them to read. Particularly this girl. So when she started to read what she wrote, sabi niya, meron na kaming 1 hektaryang palayan. In my mind, I said, mahirap yumaman sa 1 hektaryang palayan. And then she continued and said, meron na kaming 3 hektaryang nyugan. And then laki mata ko. They had 4 hectares. Okay? Isa palayan, and then at 3 hektaryang nyugan, and then they call themselves poor. Di ba tayo, if many people, if they can just own 2 hectares, you know, you feel mayaman ka na. And then this family, they think they are poor. And however, she further read and sabi niya, meron silang 1 traktor na nasa bodega. So I asked, sino gumagamit ng traktor? Sabi niya, wala ho. Kasi sabi ni Papa, matanda na siya. So I asked also, sira ba yung traktor? Sabi niya, hindi ho, gumagana ho. Pero ayaw na ng Papa ko gamitin. So I asked, wala ka bang kapatid na lalaki? Sabi niya, meron ho. So sabi ko, nasaan yung kapatid mong lalaki? Sabi niya, sabi ho ng kapatid kong lalaki, walang yumayaman sa farming. So he now is in the city looking for a job. Doon sa may Agusan. So sabi ko, kamusta? Nakahanap siya ng trabaho? Sabi niya, wala pa ho. So sabi ko, nasan siya ngayon? Andun ho sa bahay namin nakatambay. Can you imagine? Ano? Mahirap ba sila? You know, do you know how the Bible calls them? The Bible calls them wicked and lazy. It was the term that Jesus said a master will call a slave na hindi niya ginamit kung anong meron siya. In the story of the parable of the talent, there were 3 servants who were given different amount of talent. Yung isa binigyan ng 5, isa binigyan ng 2, isa binigyan ng 1. And don't think na maliit lang isang talent, because 1 talent is worth 15 years of a laborer's salary. So that must be a lot of money. Pero yung 3rd slave, hindi niya ginamit yung binigay sa kanya. And ang rason niya, according to the story, sabi lang niya, Master, I don't like you. You're a hard man. So nagalit yung master, kinuha sa kanya yung talent, and sabi sa kanya, you are wicked and lazy. For you to appreciate what that means, you know, we need to go back to the original word of wicked, or the root word. The root word is wick. W-I-C-K. Ang ibig sabihin niyan yung mitsa sa kandila. Ang ibig sabihin ng wicked is twisted. You have a twisted mind, may sira bait mo. And so, sinabihan ng master yung third slave na wicked siya, may sira bait niya. Ba't may sira bait? Can you imagine binigyan ng pera? Binigyan ng negosyo. Pag napalaki niya, dadagdagan pa. Because that was what the master did for the first two slaves. When they returned the money that they grew, dinagdagan pa ng master. However, the third slave kinuha sa kanya. Bakit? Sabi sa kanya, you are wicked eh. Wicked na, lazy pa. I don't know you. Okay, I hope I'll meet some of you in the future, but I don't know you. However, I believe some of you are in danger of being called wicked and lazy. Kasi most Filipinos have resources. However, most Filipinos do not use what they have. Minsan, ibibenta pa. And then they go to God and say, Lord, why did you not bless me enough? Bakit mas marami kang binigay doon sa isang tao? Why was I born poor? 'Di ba? Pero may lupa, may other resources. Do you know what God will tell you? God will say, anak, hindi mo pa nga ginagamit yung binigay ko sa iyo eh. Nagrereklamo ka na nakulang. In another business training session, there was this particular boy who wrote nothing. When I look at the paper, wala talagang nakalagay. So sabi ko, ba't ko wala kang linagay? Sabi niya, kasi Sir Dong, wala na talaga eh. We came from Davao, my mother sold our land, we moved to Manila, so they live in a not so nice place in Manila. Sabi niya, wala akong resources. So I asked, so anong meron ka lang? Sabi niya sa akin, trabaho ko lang, ito lang. Kung sabi ko, then yan ka magsimula. God has given you already what you need to become fruitful. Sa trabaho mo, galingan mo. And then mag-ipon ka. Pag ginalingan mo, someday you become a manager. And then, galingan mo pa. So someday you become an executive. Hopefully, pag nakaipon ka na yan, you can go back to Davao, buy land, or go somewhere else and buy and build up your resources. Lahat ng tao, binigyan na ni God ng bagay kung saan sila pwede magsimula. Do you know that the Hebrew word for wealth does not mean money and riches? You know, it's very interesting. I learned that the Hebrew word for wealth is chayil. It means physical strength and noble character. When I saw that, I was shocked. And so I had to analyze and understand it. And I realized the greatest wealth is physical strength and noble character. Bakit? Because if you have strength and character, you can make money and ultimately become rich. However, even if you have money, maski napamanahan ka ng maraming pera, if you do not know how to use your strength and you do not have character, you will someday become poor. Alam mo, ito na-realize ko. Dapat walang Pilipinong mahirap. Kasi karamihan ng Pilipino, merong lakas para makapagtrabaho. Ang kulang natin, tamang pag-uugali, character or values. I really believe you already have what you need in order to prosper. However, in order to really become fruitful or prosper, the first step is you must appreciate what you have today. Kasi dyan ka magsisimula. I told you in the very beginning, every seed has a potential to become fruitful. As long as it can start life, you have the potential to prosper and become fruitful, to be a blessing to the world. If you like what you're learning today, sana you'd subscribe to this channel. But again, please do not stop there. Ang wish ko, I can help as many people as possible. Go tell your friends. Check out this channel, check out these videos, subscribe also. If you want to know more about what I teach, you can join the business training of Similya sa Kinabuhi. I believe the schedule is in the website of Similya, so you can click in the description. And then, you may want to buy the books from Similya also, or from Church Strengthening Ministry, so that you can read what God has shared with me, which I wish to share with you. May God bless you.